A Villain in Venice, Jane of the Air, Book 1. A steampunk detective and aviatrix and part-time spy. Available now. All profits to the NHS.
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time reviewing April 2020's release from the main or monthly range of Doctor Who, Cry of the Vultriss, starring Colin Baker, Lisa Greenwood. It says on the box, but I know for a fact that it's Colin Baker, Lisa Greenwood and Miranda Raisin. Now, won't come as that much of a surprise. There's an ice warrior on the front of the box. No, there really is. Here's the synopsis. Violently ejected from the Space-Time Vortex, the TARDIS crash lands on a remote planet's mountainous region ruled by the bird-like Vultriss. Their newly crowned Queen Skye is expecting first contact with alien ambassadors, ice warriors, and the sudden arrival of the Dr. Flip and Mrs Constance Clarke cause confusion. However, Skye is no ordinary ruler. She is the Fabled One, gifted with the deadly power of the Cry, the Queen who will enable the Vultriss to fly once again at any cost. But as the Doctor investigates why the TARDIS crashed, he discovers that the Vultriss are hiding a deadly secret, an ancient legacy that, if left unchecked, will plunge half the galaxy into an eternal living end. It's nice to have Flip and Constance back. Absolutely. It's wonderful to have a bit of old Colin back as well. I'm a huge fan. I mean, genuinely a massive fan of this particular team. And in their last run, I was so convinced that this was the end of it all that I became quite sad, and I was just wrong. And so we need something not too intense, not too earth-based, not too upsetting, but a bit of sci-fi, a bit of almost Pertwee-esque storytelling. And we've got a story here that fits beautifully with the Peladon type stories, because that's the kind of ice warriors we've got going on here. But then, of course, you've got the Sixth Doctor and his relationship with the Time Lords, with what's going on in the universe. And it all comes together gloriously. It feels so much like the best of the Sixth Doctor on TV. I'm so glad that it's this one next month, May, and the following month, which is the Lovecraft story. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that one. But this is just a great bit of storytelling. Don't expect earth-shattering revelations. Just expect a nice bit of escapism that'll just keep you going and keep you thinking, yeah, I could imagine this on TV and it would have been really good, and some of the effects would have been shockingly bad. But here on audio, everything looks fabulous. And that's one of the reasons we prefer it. So if you're looking for something to fill that extra bit of time, go on, put it on. Why don't you listen to this while you're doing the washing up? Or taking that extra bit of, exercise that everyone says you should be doing. I wonder how many people out there are now doing an hour's exercise more than they ever used to. We'll see. Look, here's the trailer. Decide for yourself, and I'll speak to you very soon, probably about Doctor Who. Be seeing you.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, Cry of the Vultriss.
Doctor! What the hell's going on?
Flip! Grab onto the console!
Oh, are we in for a bumpy landing? What is it? Time turbulence?
We've been ejected from the Space-Time Vortex!
It seems the attack on the Parliament building may have been a ruse. During the chaos, Station 1 was attacked, its guards murdered, and its crystal was stolen.
One of the 3 great crystals is gone.
It's not seen us yet. Move back very slowly.
It's getting closer.
Keep moving.
It's seen us!
Flip!
This is Constance, a human from the planet Earth.
Never heard of it. And if I was still the queen of the Vultriss, none of us ever would.
I'm sorry if my arrival's not welcome.
It wasn't me who invited you. It was that traitor, Skye.
Wow, there's bird people now.
Oh, no.
Lizard people.
No.
Doctor, who are they?
They're ice warriors. Armored and heavily armed.
Open fire.
Big Finish. We love stories.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Available on Spotify, iTunes, Acast, Stitcher, and wherever good podcasts are found. Get early access to content by subscribing to the Tin Dog Podcast YouTube channel. You can support the show at patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on Twitter at tindogpodcast or email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. All of the things discussed are the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.